Blueprints are scattered across the west stone. I'm standing out here in the canyon alone. We promised to meet where the two edges kiss, but I'm staring down at the miles of abyss. The iron is rusted, the wood is all frayed, just like the plans that we carefully made. I got the hammer, I've got the steel, but I've lost the sense of what's ghost and what's real. And I'm stuck on a span of an unfinished bridge, looking for you on the opposite ridge. The cables are hanging like heartstrings in rain, suspended in midair, addicted to pain. I built my half out of silver and gold, but your side is empty and lonely and cold. Yeah, it's just an unfinished bridge. I reach for the railing, but there's nothing to hold. The story's cut short and the ending's untold. I can see where you started, the first few bricks laid, before you got tired or you got afraid. Now the wind whistles through the gaps in the floor, and I can't reach across to your side anymore. Is the water too deep? Is the distance too wide? Or did you just find a new place to hide? And I'm stuck on a span of an unfinished bridge, looking for you on the opposite ridge. The cables are hanging like heartstrings in rain, suspended in midair, addicted to pain. I built my half out of silver and gold, but your side is empty and lonely and cold. Yeah, it's just an unfinished bridge. It's a monument now to the almost end. My skeleton reaching out into the night. I'm afraid to go forward, I can't go back. I'm just a shadow on a broken track. I'm sitting on the floor with a box in my lap, tracing the lines of a life in a scrap. I try to write down how the summer felt before the gold started to tarnish and melt. But the pen ran dry on the "I'll always stay", and the paper is yellowed and starting to fray. It's a map of a kingdom that's fallen to dust, written in ink that's turned into rust. And it's just a broken letter, a fractured line, a message from a heart that used to be mine. The sentences stumble, the grammar is wrong, like a singer who's lost the middle of a song. I'm reading the never and skipping the why, washing the ink on the forever go dry. It's a puzzle of pieces that don't fit no more, scattered like leaves on a cold hardwood floor. Cold hardwood floor. There's a smudge on the corner where a tear hit the page. Just salty reminder of my quieted rage. I wanted to tell you that I'm doing okay, but the words on the paper keep getting in the way. I've crossed out your name 1,000 odd times, but it still echoes back in these hollowed out rhymes. If I glue it together, does the story make sense? Or am I just building a paper thin fence between the person I was and the ghost I've become? Beating my chest like a muffled out drum. Yeah, it's just a broken letter, fractured line, a message from a heart that used to be mine. The sentences stumble, the grammar is wrong, like a singer who's lost the middle of a song. I'm reading the never and skipping the why, watching the ink on the forever go dry. It's a puzzle of pieces that don't fit no more, scattered like leaves on a cold hardwood floor. Fold it up, tear it in two. Nothing left to send back to you. Just a scrap of a life, just a broken letter. I'm pulling back the curtains just to see the silver light, but it feels like a mountain on my chest tonight. You used to say the moon was our secret overhead. Now it's just a spotlight on an empty side of bed. I'm anchored to the floor while the world is spinning fast, tethered to a ghost in a shadow of the past. They say the tide is pulled by a force we cannot see, and tonight that heavy gravity is crashing down on me. Oh, I'm sinking under the weight of the moon, crushing every promise that we ended too soon. It's a pale cold burden hanging in the black, and no matter how I pull, I can't pull you back. I'm a tidal wave of sorrow in a quiet afternoon, just a heart breaking under the weight of the moon. The stars are all mocking with their tiny distant glow, while the craters on the surface are the only paths I know. I try to walk light, try to lift my weary head, but I'm carrying the I love yous that we never should have said. The night is an ocean and I'm drifting at the bottom, looking for the summer but I only found the autumn. You're a million miles away, orbiting a different sun, while I'm still here waiting for the damage to be done. Oh, I'm sinking under the weight of the moon, crushing every promise that we ended too soon. It's a pale cold burden hanging in the black, and no matter how I pull, I can't pull you back. I'm a tidal wave of sorrow in a quiet afternoon, just a heart breaking under the weight of the moon. Is it light enough for you? Is it easy where you are? Did you trade a heavy moon for a falling little your breath in the vacuum of the dark, trying to find a fire from a cold and dying spark. The street lamps flickering outside the pane, drawing patterns on the floor in the pouring rain. I'm sitting in the corner where the darkness is deep, in the hours of the night when the rest of the world's asleep. I reach for your hand in the space on the sheet, but I only found the cold and the taste of defeat. You're a silhouette dancing on a peeling wall, a memory of a height before the long hard fall. And I'm dancing with a midnight shadow in a room where the air is getting shallow. You're a shape in the dark, a blur in the hall, the ghost of a love that was once standing tall. I try to hold on, but you slip through my grip like a secret on the edge of a dying lip. Yeah, I'm just lost in the midnight shadow. I turn on the lamp just to make you disappear, but the light only shows me that you aren't really here. There's a footprint in the carpet that's starting to fade, just like the beautiful mess that we carefully made. I talk to the corners, I whisper to the air, hoping for a breath or a sign that you're there. But you're just a trick of the moon in the trees, a hollow little echo brought home by the breeze. And I'm dancing with a midnight shadow in a room where the air's getting shallow. You're a shape in the dark, a blur in the hall, the ghost of a love that was once standing tall. I try to hold on, but you slip through my grip like a secret on the edge of a dying lip. Yeah, I'm just lost steam is rising, blur in the glass, watching the ghost of a happy girl pass. But the eyes looking back aren't the ones I know. They're empty and tired with nowhere to go. I'm searching for the light that used to be there, but I'm just a stranger with your scent in my hair. And I'm just a lost reflection of a love that's gone, a shadow of a girl who couldn't hold on. I look in the mirror and I see your face, and the lines of the sadness I can't erase. Who am I now that you've taken the wheel? Just a broken image of who I used to be. I'm a fragment of silver, a crack in the pane, drowning in a vision of a life in the rain. I remember the way you'd stand by my side, making the mirror a place we could hide. Now the frame is too big and the room is too wide, and the girl in the glass has nowhere to hide. I try to smile but the muscles are weak, like a language of never that I've learned to speak. If I smash the glass, will I find the truth, or just more pieces of my wasted youth? You were the lens that I saw myself through. Now the world is distorted and tinted in blue. Yeah, I'm just a lost reflection of a love that's gone, a shadow of a girl who couldn't hold on. I look in the mirror and I see your face, and the lines of the sadness I can't erase. Who am I now that you've taken the wheel? Just a broken image of who I used to be. I'm a fragment of silver, a crack in the pane, drowning in a vision of a life in the rain. I don't recognize her, the girl in the light. She I'm standing on the ridge of a cooling hill, watching the world go quiet and still. Across the valley there's a flicker of light, a tiny orange spark in the middle of the night. I know it's your window, I know it's your glow, but it's a million miles from the life that I know. It used to be the hearth where I'd warm my cold hands. Now it's a signal fire from the faraway lands. And you're just a distant flame, burning in the dark, too far to feel the heat, but I can still see the spark. You're a beautiful beacon on a shore I can't reach, a lesson in love that I wasn't meant to teach. I'm shivering here in the shadows of us, watching your fire turn the midnight to dust. Yeah, you're glowing for someone, but it isn't for me. Just a distant flame across a black silent sea. Across a black silent sea. I remember when we were a wildfire untamed, before the wind shifted and the seasons were named. We burned through the oxygen, we burned through the night, leaving nothing but ash in the morning light. Now I'm just a traveler lost in the cold, watching the story of your fire unfold. Should I walk toward the light? Should I stay in the gray when every step forward takes a piece of me away? You're a star in the forest, a ghost in the trees, and I'm just a across a black silent sea, getting smaller. The lights going dim, a different fire for you and for him. I'll just stay here in the cold, just a flame, a distant flame. I'm standing in the hallway where the air is getting thick. The matches are all damp and I'm down to the last flick. I try to find my eyes in the silver on the wall, but the glass is getting cloudy and the shadows start to tall. I reach out for your shoulder, but my hand just passes through. A silhouette of charcoal in a world of fading blue. We built our house on secrets and we lit them with a spark. Now I'm looking for a heartbeat in the middle of the dark. And I'm staring at a mirror of smoke, choking on the promises that we never broke. The harder that I look, the less I can see. Just a hazy little ghost of who you used to be. It's a grayscale reflection, a blur of a face, lost in the sting of a cold gray embrace. Yeah, I'm just a shadow in a mirror of smoke. I remember when the glass was as clear as a bell, before we turned our heaven into this hazy little hell. Now every time I breathe, I'm just fueling the fire, burning up the truth on a funeral pyre. I try to wipe the surface, try to find a little light, but the soot is getting deeper in the middle of the night. Your face in the vapor, a name on the wind, a story with an ending where we should've just begun. I'm staring at a mirror of smoke, choking on the promises that we never broke. The harder that I look, the less I can see. Just a hazy little ghost of who you used to be. It's a grayscale reflection, a blur of a face, lost in the sting of a cold gray embrace. Yeah, I'm just a shadow in a mirror of smoke. If I wave my hand, will the clouds finally part? Or is the smoke just coming from the middle of my heart? It's a beautiful distortion, a lie I wanna keep, while the rest of the world is falling fast asleep. I'm standing on the bank where the water used to run, but the blue is all turned black beneath the dying sun. current isn't liquid, it's a heavy gray flow of every letter burned in the things we didn't know. I reached down for a handful, let it slip through my palm. A gritty kind of silence, a suffocating calm. We were a mountain spring, so clear and so bright. Now we're just a residue drifting through the night. And I'm drowning in a river of ashes, watching every memory as it flickers and it flashes. It doesn't wash me clean, it only leaves a stain, the soot of a heart that was broken by the rain. I'm floating on the debris of a life we couldn't save, down a river of ashes to a silent, dusty grave. The stones are all coated in a velvet layer of grief, like a winter that arrived before the falling of the leaf. I see the charred remains of the dreams we used to hold, flowing past my knees, turning bitter, turning cold. There's no reflection here, just a shadow on the tide of the person that I was before the fire inside died. I try to swim for shore, but the surface is too thick. The air is full of ghosts and the pulse is getting quick. And I'm drowning in a river of ashes, watching every memory as it flickers and it flashes. It doesn't wash me clean, it only leaves a stain, the soot of a heart that was broken by the rain. I'm floating on the debris of a life we couldn't save, down a river of ashes to a silent, dusty grave. They say that water heals, that it carries things away, but there's a river only keeps what was ruined in the fray. It's a slow motion collapse, a gray and winding road, carrying the weight of a heavy, burnt out load. Just dust, where the water used to be, just a river of gray, closing over me. The streetlights are humming a low yellow tune, and I'm watching the shadows dance round the room. I haven't changed the locks or the code on the gate. I'm still sitting here, just a victim of fate. The tea has gone cold, but I've poured you a cup, hoping any minute that your car will pull up. They tell me that time is a healer of scars, but I'm still just counting the same only stars. And I'm still waiting for a knock at the door, for your boots to come clicking across the wood floor. I'm a lighthouse that's shining for a ship that's gone down, a ghost in the window of a hollowed out town. My heart is a station where the trains never run, still holding my breath for a war that you won. Yeah, the world's moving on, but I'm hesitating in the silence. silence of us, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Your side of the closet is empty and wide, like the canyon of nothing I'm carrying inside. I check my old messages just to hear how you sound, tracing the echoes that are still hanging round. It's a beautiful prison, this hope that I keep, that you're just a secret I'm allowed to still revisit. A habit, or is it a curse, to love someone better and leave someone worse? I'm a statue of song, I'm a pillar of stone, waiting for a hello that I'll never own. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a knock at the door, for your boots to come clicking across the wood floor. I'm a lighthouse that's shining for a ship that's gone down, a ghost in the window of a hollowed out town. My heart is a station where the trains never run, still holding my breath for a war that you won. Yeah, the world's moving on, but I'm hesitating. In the silence of us, I'm still waiting. Sun's coming up, but I'm staying right here. Maybe tomorrow you'll finally appear. I'm waiting. I'm still I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm standing in the garden where the lilies used to grow, but the earth is turning silver under a sheet of low-slung snow. I can see my own exhaling, a ghost against the gray, like the final words of don't go that I didn't get to say. The air is sharp and heavy, it's a needle in the chest. Since you took the warmth of summer and headed for the west, I'm wrapping up in blankets that still carry a trace of you. But the frost is moving faster than the heart can undo, and I'm living on the breath of the winter, feeling every frozen promise start to splinter. It's a cold white silence, a numbing kind of peace, waiting for the shivering in my soul to finally cease. I'm a statue in the hallway, a shadow in the hall, choked by the breath of the winter, watching the last leaf fall. The windows are all frosted with the patterns of my grief, in a season where the sunlight is a cold and distant thief. I try to find a heartbeat in the middle of the ice, but I'm paying for the forever at a bitter winter price. Every step I take is crunching on the dreams we used to hold, before the fire flickered out and left us in the cold. You're 1,000 miles of tundra, you're a sky of slate and stone, leaving me to face the blizzard on my own, all alone. Living on the breath of the winter, feeling every frozen promise start to splinter. It's a cold white silence, a numbing kind of peace, waiting for the shivering in my soul to finally cease. I'm a statue in the hallway, watching the last leaf fall. They say the spring is coming, that the world will turn to green, but they don't know the emptiness of the places where we've been. If the ice is gonna break me, let it happen in the night, before I have to wake up to a world of blinding white. Just a breath hanging in the air. The cold is everywhere, and you're just not there. I'm driving toward the edge where the earth meets the sky, but the line is getting thinner as the hours pass by. The colors are bleeding, a bruised shade of gold, like a story that's crumbling before it's been told. I keep checking the mirror for a glimpse of your car, but I'm chasing a ghost and I've gone way too far. The road is a ribbon of static and dust, tearing at the seams of a broken down trust. And I'm reaching for a frail horizon, watching the sun as it slowly stops rising. It's a fragile perspective, a thin paper wall, one heavy heartbeat and the whole thing will fall. I'm running out of land, I'm running out of light, chasing a curve into the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm leaning on a frail horizon. The distance is lying, it looks so close to touch, but I'm leaning on a promise that didn't mean much. I thought if I moved I could outrun the ache, but the further I go, the more that I break. There's no solid ground, just a shimmer of heat and the sound of the gravel beneath my own feet. You're the silhouette fading at the end of the view, a blur in the distance that I can't undo. And I'm reaching for a frail horizon, watching the sun as it slowly stops rising. It's a fragile perspective, a thin paper wall, one heavy heartbeat and the whole thing will fall. I'm running out of land, I'm running out of light, chasing a curve into the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm leaning on a frail horizon. Is there anything left from the vanishing point? Disconnects the world at every bone and every joint. I'm hanging on the brink of the where do we go, but the sky is too quiet to ever let me know. coffee's cold on the kitchen wood. I left your keys right where they stood. The silence here is a heavy weight, just a hollow room and a closing gate. I see a ghost in the hallway light, reaching out in the dead of night. But when I wake, the air is thin and the walls start closing in. Now I'm living in the echo of goodbye, tracing every promise, every whispered lie. The memory of us is a fading spark, a hollow sound ringing through the dark. I'm calling your name to an empty sky, lost in the echo of goodbye. I found your sweater behind the door. It doesn't smell like you anymore, just the scent of dust and a love gone cold, a story left with the half untold. I try to walk where we used to run, but I'm just a shadow without a sun. Every step is a backtrack through the pain, like a summer drought praying for the rain. Now I'm living in the echo of goodbye, tracing every promise, every whispered lie. The memory of us is a fading spark, a hollow sound ringing through the dark. I'm calling your name to an empty sky, lost in the echo of goodbye. They say that time is a healing hand, but I'm still sinking in the shifting sand. How do I unlearn the way you feel? How do I make the heart be real when all I hear is the slamming door and the sound of I don't love you anymore? Goodbye, it's just an echo now, just a sound in the dark. I'm still listening, but you're already gone. I'm standing in the hallway of the house we made, watching the colors of your memory start to fade. I finally moved the boxes you left by the stairs, and the silence is thinner, but it's still everywhere. I thought holding on was a sign of my strength, but I've walked the circle for an infinite length. My knuckles are white from gripping the past, but a heart isn't built for a winter this last. And I'm learning to breathe without your name in the air, learning to look at an empty chair. It's a slow motion breaking, a quiet release, trading the us for a fraction unclenching my hands, letting the gravity flow. I'm finally learning how to let you go. The scent on your pillow is finally gone, and for the first time in months I can look at the dawn without wishing the sun would just stay in the sea, so I wouldn't have to face being only just me. It's not that I've forgotten the way that you felt, it's just that the ice has finally started to melt. It's not a betrayal to start a new page, to step out of the shadows and offer the stage. I'm giving you back to the wind and the rain, and I'm keeping the lessons but losing the pain. Yeah, I'm learning to breathe without your name in the air, learning to look at an empty chair. It's a slow motion breaking, a quiet release, trading the us for a fraction of peace. I'm unclenching my hands, letting the gravity flow. I'm finally learning how to let you go. One finger at a time, the grip starts to slide. There's a world out there on the other side. I'm okay, I'm letting go. I'm letting go. I'm watching the dust motes dance in the light of a kitchen that's forgotten how to be bright. The clock on the wall is a hammer and nail, driving home the point that we started to fail. I open my mouth, but the oxygen's gone, like a prayer that was whispered and died before dawn. It's the weight of the sorry we're both too proud to say. It's the anchor that's pulling us forever away. And it's a heavy silence, a crushing weight, filling up the rooms like a bitter twist of fate. It's the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life, cutter than a glass shard, sharper than a knife. We're drowning in the quiet of a house made of stone, together in the hallway but perfectly alone. I'm screaming inside, but the air is too dense to break through the wall of this heavy silence. You're stirring your coffee, I'm reading the news, but we're both just experts at picking the fuse. One word would be a spark, one touch would be a flame, but we're protecting the cold and we're shielding the shame. I remember when the quiet was a blanket of stars, now it's just the bars of these emotional cars. Is it a tomb or is it a shield to keep all the secrets that will never yield? The longer we wait, the harder it grows to say what everybody already knows. Yeah, it's a heavy silence, a crushing weight, filling up the rooms like a bitter twist of fate. It's the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life, cutter than a glass shard, sharper than a knife. We're drowning in the quiet of a house made of stone, this heavy silence. Don't speak, it's already too late. Don't breathe under the weight. Just the sound of us, the heavy silence. I'm cupping my hands around the last bit of light in the middle of a kitchen, in the middle of the night. The wax is a river that's run off the edge, like the words that we whispered, like a broken down pledge. I can see your reflection in the window pane blur, but you're just a ghost of the person you were. The air is getting heavy, the oxygen's thin, and I'm losing the battle with the cold coming in. And I'm staring at a dying flame, trying to remember how to breathe your name. It's a flicker, it's a shadow, it's a tiny blue spark, a desperate little prayer in a world getting dark. I'm reaching for the heat, but the embers are gray, watching the last of us just wither away. Yeah, I'm shivering beside a dying flame. We used to be a forest fire, wild and so tall. Now we're just a matchstick leaning on a wall. I try to feed the fire with the letters you wrote, but the paper just smolders like a lump in my throat. There's no smoke in the rafters, no sting in the eye, just a slow motion ending under a charcoal sky. I'm waiting for the moment when the orange turns to black, knowing there's no lightning that can bring the fire back. And I'm staring at a dying flame, trying to remember how to breathe your name. It's a flicker, it's a shadow, it's a tiny blue spark, a desperate little prayer in a world getting dark. I'm reaching for the heat, but the embers are gray, watching the last of us just wither away. Yeah, I'm shivering beside a dying flame. Don't blink, don't move, don't even sigh. You're the draft from the hallway will tell us goodbye. It's a fragile little thing, this almost we keep before the wick drowns and we both fall asleep. Then the smoke starts to rise. I'm sitting in the dark, closing my eyes. Ooh. I'm staring at the screen where your face used to be. Now it's just flickering lines and a ghost of me. I reach for the dial, try to tune in the sound, but the frequencies are lost and the silence is loud. We were a melody clear and so high. Now we're just white noise under a charcoal sky. I'm searching for us through the crackling home, but the more that I listen, the more I go numb. Now I'm just a static heart breaking in the air, sending out a signal to a ghost who isn't there. The picture is grainy, the colors have bled, living on the words that we should have never said. Lost in the interference, falling apart, with nothing but the snow in my static heart. The radio's buzzing in the corner of the room, like a heartbeat trapped in a digital tomb. I remember the warmth of the signal we sent before the wires frayed and the antenna bent. Now every I love you is caught in the blur, a distorted reminder of the way that we were. I'm twisting the knob till my fingers are sore, but I can't find the station of you anymore. Now I'm just a static heart breaking in the air, sending out a signal to a ghost who isn't there. The picture is grainy, the colors have bled, living on the words that we should have never said. Lost in the interference, falling apart, with nothing but the snow in my static heart. It's the sound of the ending, a constant low hiss, the electric sting of a goodbye kiss. No more high def, no more light, just a black and white struggle in the middle of the night. Coming down inside. I'm standing where the salt meets the soles of my shoes, in the color of a sky that is nothing to lose. The tide is retreating, pulling back from the land, like the way that your fingers slipped out of my hand. There's no blue in the water, no gold in the light, just a charcoal horizon putting up a slow fight. I used to see diamonds whenever you'd smile. Now the waves just go on from mile after mile, and I'm drowning out here in a sea of gray, watching the memory of us wash away. No crest and no hollow, just a heavy flat line, in a world where I'm yours and you're no longer mine. It's a wide open soul, a gray ocean. The lighthouse is dark, it's got nothing to say since you took all the vibrance and moved it away. I try to swim back to the warmth of the shore, but the current is stronger than I am anymore. Every white cap is a ghost of a word we once spoke. Now the air is so heavy it's easy to choke. The gulls are all silent, they've seen it before. Another heartbreaking on a cold sandy floor. And I'm drowning out here in a sea of grey, watching the memory of us wash away. No crest and no hollow, just a heavy flat line in a world where I'm yours and you're no longer mine. It's a wide open sorrow, deep restless motion. I'm lost in the middle of a gray ocean. They say the water can wash us so clean, but I'm stained by the places where we haven't been. The maps are all soaked and the compass is spinning. I'm stuck at the end while you found a beginning. The frost is creeping round the window frame. I try to breathe, but I just choke on your name. The garden's skeletal, the leaves are grey, just like the day you turned and walked away. I'm wearing layers just to feel some heat, but the shivering starts from my head to my feet. It's not the wind that's biting at my skin, it's the empty space where you should have been. And oh, it's a long cold season, a winter in my soul without a reason. The fire's gone out, the hearth is turning black, and no amount of prayer is gonna bring you back. I'm freezing in the memories of our life, cutting through the silence like a kitchen knife. Yeah, it's a cold, cold season. I see my breath hanging in the air like a ghost of the words that we used to share. The bed is a tundra, a desert, a white. I'm losing the battle with the middle of the night. You were the summer, the gold in the grain. Now I'm just a landscape of ice and rain. I look at the calendar, but the months don't move. I'm stuck in the shadow of a heart out of groove. And oh, it's a long cold season, a winter in my soul for the pain I've endured. I'm waiting for spring that'll never come. I'm sitting on the floor where the rug used to be, tracing the outlines of what's left of me. There's a mark on the hardwood, a dark jagged stain, where the heat of our history turned into pain. I reached for the embers, I tried to stay warm, but I didn't see the fire becoming a storm. Now the smoke's in the curtains and the ashes in my hair, and the ghost of your shadow is hanging in the air. Every bridge that we built is a pillar of smoke, and now I'm gasping for air on the words that we spoke. I'm just a witness to the wreckage and the lace, a map of the scars that I can't quite erase. Love was a match and we let it go to waste. Now I'm living in the ash of a burned out trace. The photos are curled at the edges in black. There's no magic word that can whistle you back. I remember the glow, how it danced in your eyes, before it turned into a forest of lies. Now the rooms are all hollow, the ceilings are charred, and the path to the door is too long and too hard. I'm sweeping the soot from the places we slept, counting the secrets that we should have kept. Every bridge that we built is a pillar of smoke, and now I'm gasping for air on the words that we spoke. I'm just a witness to the wreckage and the lace, a map of the scars that I can't quite erase. Love was a match and we let it go to waste. Now I'm living in the ash of a burned out trace. They say that from ashes a new life can grow, but there's nothing but charcoal down here in the low. The heat is all gone, but the stinging remains, like a brand on my heart and a weight in my veins. Just a trace of the fire we were, just a mark on the floor and blur. I'm sweeping up the pieces of a Sunday afternoon. The light is hitting different in this hollow, quiet room. We spent a lifetime building walls of crystal and of gold, but the foundation was a story that we never should have told. I see my own reflection in a jagged silver sliver, 1,000 tiny mirrors making every heartbeat shiver. We said it was forever, that it wouldn't ever bend, but we didn't see the fracture starting at the very end. It was a glass vow, a transparent light, beautiful to look at until the well ran dry. One heavy word and the pressure was too much. It shattered into diamonds at the lightest little touch. Now I'm bleeding from the edges of a promise that we made, in the ruins of a glass vow. I'm watching colors fade. I remember how it sparkled when the sun was in the sky, before the clouds moved in and we stopped looking in the eye. You can glue the shards together, you can try to make it whole, but the cracks will always show the hollow places in your soul. It's dangerous to walk here with my heart so bare and blue. Every step I take is cutting through the memory of you. I thought that it was solid, I thought it was a shield, but it was just a window to a lonely, empty field. It was a glass vial, a transparent light, beautiful to look at until the well ran dry. One heavy word and the pressure was too much. It shattered into diamonds at the lightest little touch. Now I'm bleeding from the edges of a promise that we made, in the ruins of a glass vow. I'm watching colors fade. Don't breathe too hard, don't make a sound. There's a million little heartaches scattered on the ground. It looks so clear, I thought I saw the light, but it was just a prism for the middle of